Hi everybody, Brian Valerio, VP of the Proxy Solicitation Group at Alliance Advisors. I'm back with another Corp Gov alert. Today I want to continue our discussion about the increased emphasis on board diversity from institutional investors. So recently, State Street Global Advisors released its annual CEO letter outlining its 2021 proxy voting agenda. The letter talked about what State Street's main stewardship goals and objectives will be and priorities will be for the 2021 proxy season. And they identified two key objectives or priorities for the 2021 proxy season. The first is systemic risks associated with climate change, and the second is the lack of racial and ethnic diversity in corporate America. So what they're going to do is to quote unquote ensure that companies are forthcoming about the racial and the ethnic composition of their boards and overall workforces. SSgA is going to institute a couple of proxy voting practices, and they outline these practices in their guidance that they issued on enhancing racial and ethnic diversity disclosures. So I'll give you links to both the CEO letter as well as this guidance on enhancing racial and ethnic diversity below if you want to take a look at the full links. But I'm just going to summarize what the three key points are for the change or the updated proxy voting policies on this. The first is that in 2021, so this year, enacting for this upcoming season, at S&P 500 companies, State Street is going to vote against the chair of the Gov Committee for companies that do not disclose the racial and the ethnic composition of their boards. The second is that starting next year in 2022, State Street is going to vote against the chair of the Comp Committee at S&P 500 companies that do not disclose their EEO-1 survey responses. And then also in 2022, State Street is going to vote against the chair of the Gov Committee at S&P 500 companies that don't have at least one director from an underrepresented community on the board. So there's three changes that are coming up. The first starts in 2021, and the second two will be implemented in 2022. And the goal here for State Street is to continue to push companies to increase their overall workforce as well as board diversity to try to increase some of the racial and the ethnic diversity that we're seeing in corporate America. Again, this is kind of a larger push or part of a larger push that we're seeing from proxy advisory firms and institutional investors around the focus of increasing the gender and racial diversity in boards, as well as the overall workforces. So if you have any questions about these policies or have questions about how these could potentially impact your company or your clients' companies, please feel free to reach out and we can connect and discuss them. Thanks.